Well, I came across a pretty crazy story that has like some parts. Like I sent you a video with
Yes.
some information. We don't need to watch it right this second, but we
Okay.
will watch it. So yeah, a Wisconsin husband and father. I changed the headline because it just said a Wisconsin kayaker, but I want it
Hmm.
to be known a Wisconsin husband and father faked his own death and fled to Uzbekistan, which
Okay.
is, in case people don't know where Uzbekistan is, I believe it's in it's in Asia or around I
It's
should know where Uzbekistan is.
it's one.
Yes,
It
Central
sounds
Asia. I'm correct.
yeah. Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Lakistan,
I had a feeling it
Pakistan.
was around there. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like above Afghanistan, Pakistan, all that.
In the Stan
Okay.
region, the region of Stans.
Yeah, of all the stands.
Yeah.
All of Eminem's fans
Yeah,
are
that's where
there,
they
the
are.
stands.
That's why he does so many performances in Eastern Europe. Just former
Yes.
Soviet fans.
Exactly. So basically, this guy, this father and husband, father of 3 children, he took his little kayak out into the lake and texted his wife that he was going to be home soon. And then he just went missing. And so it looked like he died.
Mm.
So
Okay.
people like his family's like, oh my God, he's dead. Like, look at the evidence. They basically, so this is from The Guardian. I've got some blurbs from it, but his kayak, fishing rod, wallet, and car keys were found at Green Lake on the 12th of August, the day that he disappeared. And a life jacket floating on the water offered further evidence that his wife and 3 children had lost their husband and father. So this
Mm.
is a terrible day in August for these kids and this wife.
So you said
You know, you
wallet,
think
car
like
keys, phone, life jacket,
Zoe left. Yeah. So you're
everything.
thinking like he had to die, right? Like all his stuff is here. It
Y-
looks like he must have just drowned or killed himself or something, right?
I'm thinking something happened for sure. Something's up.
For sure. So Green Lake County Sheriff Mark Podol said the first indication that something was not right. So this went on for a minute, like the family's mourning. People are like, he's dead.
Yeah.
Um, I feel terrible for the mother. She probably was like, kids, your dad is dead. But get this. So, County Sheriff Mark Podol said the first indication that something was not right came when his detectives discovered early in October that the name of the 44-year-old Watertown, Wisconsin resident was checked by authorities in Canada the day after he disappeared. So,
Mm.
but see how much time there was in between that? So,
Yeah.
August 12th, he disappears. And it's not until October that it's discovered that on August 13th, he was in Canada.
Okay.
So he must have went from Wisconsin, because that's kind of right by the border up in Canada, crossed the border into Canada. But so 2 months go by, though. And
He's
his
just
ass,
chilling up in,
he's gone.
Alberta somewhere in the
Maybe.
interior.
I think what happened is he went to Canada and then from Canada flew to Uzbekistan
Okay.
to kind of like, I guess, I don't know, loophole shit.
Throw him off a little
So-
bit.
Yeah, I guess. So that led to a deeper dive. And in recent weeks, a forensic analysis of the hard drive of his laptop revealed further evidence of careful planning. Among the surprise discoveries were that he had received a second passport after taking out the life insurance policy. He took out a $375,000 life insurance policy. So, it's thinking like, I don't think he killed him. I think he's trying to escape.
Yeah, he's thinking. He's a thinking man.
Yeah, exactly. So he attempted to transfer these funds to an overseas bank account and cleared his internet browser the day before his fishing trip, because you always got to clear your history
Yeah.
on Google.
Go to that incognito tab. I'm sure it's not the first time he's done that. being in a
Yeah.
home with a
Well,
wife and
clearly
three
he was looking
kids.
up
Yeah.
Uzbekistan whores on there. Shit,
Yeah.
that's probably what was on there. Like
Y-
how to flee to Uzbekistan.
Yeah. He's looking at
Um,
mail order wives and he's like, damn, this shipping cost is insane. What if I just go there?
exactly. So it does say here additionally, investigators found that he had created a new email address and had been talking to women in or a woman in Uzbekistan. So now all the pieces are coming together. So for 2 months, this family thinks he's dead.
Yeah. How
Like
does,
they're mourning him.
yeah, so I have some questions. How how do you recoup your own life insurance? Because if you're report, let's say this guy calls in to life
Yeah.
insurance and says, "Hey, I'm the brother of the guy who died. Can I have the 375K?" I assume that they do some research and go, all right, we're going to need to see some ID. We're going to
Yeah.
need to see, a passport. And you could change your name on a passport, but you still look the same. So wouldn't they pull it up next to your profile and go, why are you the same guy as this dead
Yeah.
guy in the
I'm really
profile?
I'm honestly not sure. It just says that he took out a $375,000 life
Yeah.
insurance policy and was trying to like move funds around. So in total, it was a 54-day search that involved like search dogs and a diving team because they thought that he drowned in this lake. So he costs like the police and city so much money. And
Yeah.
he literally abandoned his family.
Yeah.
And can you imagine though, like you have to first your kids think their dad is dead. But then you have to go to them and say, "In fact, your dad is not dead. He's just a piece of shit."
Yeah.
Like at that point do you just say, "No, he's dead."
Well,
Like actually, he's just fucking dead. I don't even want you to know that he fled to Uzbekistan.
to be fair to this guy, because again, I don't know the situation. I don't know the wife and the kids. This might have been just an absolute horror situation at home. The wife beats him. She turns the kids against him. He had absolutely zero shot. I'm not saying this happened, but there is a scenario where, like I've seen families at rest stops in Pennsylvania where, the wife and the kids are arguing, and then I see a guy just sitting at the table, dead in the eyes, staring off into the distance, just dreaming about a mail order bride in Uzbekistan.
Yeah.
And it could be that type of situation where he's like, look, I gave it 17 years. My wife sucks. My kids suck. I'm not saying it's right, but he might have justified it that way where he's like,
Yeah.
look, I'm going to fucking just ball out in the Eastern Bloc
Yeah.
and get myself a mail order bitch that can't talk unless I give her permission, because
I
that's
mean,
how
what
it works
a
over
bum
there.
ass loser, though. Like, I see a picture of him and his family, but they've blurred out, obviously, the children's faces and the wife's face. I mean, but they look like a normal family. He's the one that looks fucking weird. I mean,
Okay.
jeez. But so now I want you to play the video that I sent you because. So this story's going out and it takes kind of this crazy turn because this man was caught in 4K on TikTok talking about
Wow.
fleeing to Uzbekistan. So we have to shout out the channel because I don't remember it off the top of my head. So
It'll
we
probably come
gotta-
up on the side of the
Yeah,
video. So
it
let me
should.
know. Let me know when you can see this.
Okay. Just a few subtle getaways. Okay, perfect. So if we can play it and I'll also look up the channel just so we can make sure we shout them out. 'Cause
Okay.
it's kind of a longer video, but just to give our listeners who can't see the video a little bit of information, it looks like this might be in California or somewhere. I'm not sure where, just some sort of like walking path. And a TikToker is doing a bit where she has a sign that says, "Ask me for free advice." So strangers can just come up and kind of ask advice, and the TikTok channel films it, and hopefully they get some cool bits. So
Okay.
what do you know? The guy that rolls up for advice
I can see
is
some direction here. Let's see.
our
Let's see where it
guy.
goes.
Need advice on anything?
I go to Uzbekistan or stay here?
Say that one more time.
Do I go to Uzbekistan or stay here?
Do you have family there?
No.
Why do you want to go?
Meet a woman?
To meet a woman. And it was
Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan. You don't like American women?
Oh, they're familiar.
So you've given up on meeting someone here?
No, I'm married.
Oh,
Yeah.
but you want to find someone else?
Empty nest. I'm not sure. That's why I'm asking you.
Wait, empty nest? What do you mean?
Empty nest. My kids are out of
Wait.
the house now.
So you want to find, adopt a child?
No. I want to find a companion that I'm content with.
I just want to pause it and say I love how meditative and at peace with this decision he seems.
I'm so startled by his composure. He's really calm, like serial killer calm.
It's like he sounds like he could be Sam Harris on a meditation app where he's just like, just stare into the darkness behind your eyes and leave your family for Uzbekistan. It's all going to be okay. And I also love his answer where she said, oh, do you not like American women? And he goes, they're familiar.
I also love that, like, she's like, oh, do you have, like, family there? And he just straight up is like, no, I have, like, a wife and kids here, but
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
like to go there, find a new
Yeah.
woman.
But they're out of the house. They're empty nesters, so
Yeah, fuck
fair game.
'em.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just like his familiar answer where he's like, it's not that I hate American women, it's that they're just so blasé, been there, done that. I want to travel the
All of
world.
them.
Yeah, I want international pussy. I want to become bored with 20 to 30 countries across the planet. I've worn myself out of American
Also,
pussy.
though, Zach, like, this guy, I mean, from the video, he looks like he's probably, like, 50. And
Yeah.
he's, like, rolling up to, like, a 16-year-old girl that's making TikToks.
Yeah.
Talking about, should I go to Uzbekistan? And even this young girl is wise enough to be like, don't you have a family
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you should consider?
It really does. I think, obviously this girl is doing it as a bit and it's good content, but there's part of me that really thinks this guy in the moment, his soul was searching for an answer. And
Oh, for sure.
He couldn't not go up to this girl.
No,
Like,
yeah. Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
This is not staged at all. So
Yeah.
that is totally the truth. But it's just odd that a full-grown fucking man with a dilemma like this thinks he's going to find his answer in a 16-year-old little girl.
Yeah. He's also giving me bank robber barista vibes. Like
Yes, he is.
You would think the black thing on top of his head would be long enough to just pull down over his face and go rob a bank,
Yeah.
but it's like one of those caps that
Yeah, it's
people
like a
wear
little hipster beanie that doesn't even cover your ears.
and it's 85 degrees out. Like that can't be comfortable. It can't be doing anything, but he is what he is. He doesn't fit in this country. That's why he
No.
needs to leave. This is Uzbeki
He doesn't.
style. That's why he needs to get out of there.
exactly. Maybe.
All right, let's continue.
I think that requires you to divorce someone first.
Well,
Well,
You,
she
you
okay
know,
with
in that moment, he's like, "Well, I could just fake
Well.
my own death."
yeah, that's what I was saying. She's like, you should probably, like, handle your issues here. He's like, well, I could do that.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, that's
or
the.
I could pretend to drown and flee to Uzbekistan.
She captured that moment where the universe imparted that idea into him. You saw it right in that moment, flying to his brain, where he goes, "Well, there is another way."
Yeah.
Or is she okay with that?
that's a good question. Remains to be seen.
Have you guys had a conversation about that?
I doubt it.
So, would it be like a throuple or something?
No.
Oh, you guys would get a divorce, possibly.
Possibly, yeah.
Do you just feel like there's no love left between you guys?
Diminished.
Finished? Well, I think you guys should definitely have that discussion and see where things are going between you two before you leave the country.
Wise girl.
But yeah, I think you guys should sort out where your marriage is right now. I think that's the first thing to do.
He is not getting the answers he wants to hear.
No.
The look of
And I
disappointment
think
on
you'll
his
feel
face.
less
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah, those words were not going into his brain. He's
No,
already he looked
already
away.
made up. You
He
can
was
see.
imagining the life in Uzbekistan.
That's exactly right. That's what's so crazy about this video is like because this just came out like a week or so ago.
Yeah.
And the channel is The Authentic Alpha. At least that's where I got this video from. So if that's not it, then I'm sorry, but thank you to whoever captured this video.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy because you could just see on his face that it's like he was just looking for this confirmation. I don't know what he like. Why did he think this person was going to be like, yeah, absolutely. You should
Yeah.
just disappear, leave your wife and kids
Just do it.
on their
Just
own.
go for it.
And you should just live your life
Yeah.
because, you know, you clearly have no responsibilities.
Yeah, we're gonna see this TikTok again in the Netflix documentary.
Oh, we definitely are.
they're gonna replay this. I hope they use a clip from this. Are just such colorful commentary on this clip.
Oh, they're definitely going to.
But this will be in the documentary for sure.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So he's still gone. I don't think he's coming back.
Yeah.
So the police are asking for him to return. Oh, and the loophole here is, Zach, is that I'm pretty sure in Uzbekistan, what's the word? There's no
Place like home.
that's what he says right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they can't extradite you.
No
or-
extradition. Yeah.
Yeah, they can't. Like they don't work with
They don't
America
cooperate,
like that.
yeah.
No, so they're not. They don't give a fuck about that
Yeah.
man's wife and kids.
Yeah,
they're
they're
not
like-
sending him back.
Yeah, and I respect that. They're like, look, if you can make it over the line, it's not America can't come for
He
you.
chose that place on purpose, though. Like I can tell from his smug little face in that video. Like he did the research to go to a place specifically that like would not cooperate
Yeah.
with American authorities at all.
Yeah, I want to see how this video ends up now. If there's any more clues.
Lost. And like things are up in the air.
Yeah. 6 months later.
Yeah, you guys should sort that out.
That's the advice.
Yes, you need to figure out where
And if that's
what's
not
going on.
possible,
Why is it not possible?
indecision.
I feel like indecision is a decision in
That's
itself.
deep.
Because if you're even questioning. Yeah. What was your name?
Wow.
Chua?
That's not his name.
Bailey, nice to
You know,
meet
you know,
Yeah,
you know
talk
that
to
that
your-
was a fake name. He was just thinking about airlines, and he goes
Not his
TWA
name.
twa.
Talk to your wife, sort it out.
Fair
I
enough.
think you guys need to be on the same page with what's happening.
What's yes or no?
About going to another country?
That's not advice.
The answer depends on where your marriage stands,
It should.
sir. Yes, it should. So sort out your marriage and then
Alright, well.
get back to me on that.
Maybe I'll find myself on the internet. And I can...
On the
He already found himself on
All
the
right.
internet.
Well,
That's it. I'm pretty sure.
that is it. That was
Pretty damning evidence right there.
not only evidence, but just a great, just real time look into the psyche of someone that does this. And I have to say, there are thousands, maybe even millions of guys on the planet right now that fantasize about this very thing, leaving their wife and kids
Yeah.
in a rocky marriage 25, 30 years in and just saying, fuck it. I'm going to get a one-way ticket to Uzbekistan,
Yep.
to Thailand, Russia, wherever the fuck. I'm going to get a hot-ass wife that's 26, that's never experienced democracy. She's going
Yeah.
to be so appreciative. She's going to think I have so much goddamn money. I'm going to give her the most insane life. And the second I take off, I'm going to forget about my entire family.
It's insane.
And he had the balls to go do it. So
Yeah.
in a way, I do respect this guy for being able
Yeah.
to say, fuck it, I'm going to live out the fantasy. I'm going to take the fantasy of millions of men, and I'm going to live for them, and they can live vicariously through me.
I do agree with you there, because you want to know what a lot of other men do in his position. They kill their whole fucking family.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, murder,
he
suicide.
did not do that. And he instead, they are all alive and well, and he is in Uzbekistan.